I'm pleased to talk about English language teaching in Pakistan, a book of which it compiles articles from leading linguists, particularly applied linguists and researchers, as well as practitioners. And this book is edited by Sabiha Ali and Christine Koo. Let me first of all say up front that I've known them for a long time. Christine I met at Dubai International Conference at least a decade ago, and since then we have been in touch, and she has invited me over to Dubai, and I've come and I've invited her over for a conference in Aga Khan University. So and Nazia, of course, is a very bright upcoming ELT practitioner, and I see her future to be very bright, and especially with the mentorship of Christine Koo in Dubai. So let me just put in place how important this book is and how welcome it is to us as elders and as researchers. And let me say that up front, the English language teaching in Pakistan, the title itself, Theory, Research and Pedagogy, is really a very welcome addition to the existing literature on ELT, English language teaching in Pakistan. I mean, we've been plagued with this idea for a long time, that how and why it is that despite the positive attitudes and high motivation of learners in Pakistan, especially in the government sector, schools and colleges and universities, they have limited ELT proficiency, both in spoken and written English. So it's really a very welcome step, and also we are very aware of the fact that there is a dearth of literature in the context of Middle East and in the context of Pakistan in particular. And therefore, I think all debates revolving around whether English should be a foreign language, it should be a second language, or it should be taught as a compulsory subject or as a medium of instruction, all these are debates around which our literature revolves. And therefore the major bracket is theory, research and pedagogy. Now, theory means that you need theoretical principles underlying your teaching and research. So theory is important because theory is something that you don't want to overlap with your own work. You want to integrate it into your work so that you can go and do further research on it or practice it and see how valid it is, how does it work in your environment, etc. So the debate of English, whether it should remain a medium of instruction or a second language, I think is very pertinent in our context in Pakistan and in neighboring countries. Because English is an international language. Currently it is. Whether 50 years from now Urdu or Hindi will outnumber them is something we have to see. And additionally, the Chinese are much more in population, and there are more population speakers. But China still has to make itself established as a global language. It is expanding its exports, it's expanding its partnership with various countries, and they are advancing towards becoming if the environment is conducive to an international language. So those are things that we still are not sure about, but we can see it coming. Now, the point is that if you're talking about socio-economic development, especially in Pakistani context, I think it's important to know that interconnectivity, because of Wi-Fi and internet, we know that these are the major modes of communication these days, and outreach is very large, and the status and role of English in the official education sector is widely recognized and necessary. So research also by myself, by Dr. Tariq Rahman, by Zakia Sarwar, by Abbas and other researchers in Pakistan have underscored that we require English. Now, whether it's going to be English as a medium or English as a subject. Now, and what level should we start from? So all these things are discussed in the book, and they're very useful. The other thing is that for our development, any country which is developing, it is important that we do what is called knowledge exchange. Knowledge exchange means that we have some prior knowledge. We have research done on it. We have the existing literature. And by sharing it, it helps us to learn what are the positive and beneficial effects of a certain strategy or skill, and what could be the shortcomings. So I think that this is an important area where we have to look at the global language, and the global language, currently international language is English. There are of course French-speaking countries, and there are Urdu and Hindi-speaking countries, and many other more, this multilingual, multicultural. But the need for English, whether it's as a compulsory subject or video instruction, is very much there. So I would strongly recommend this book, which is a compilation of a holistic view of English language teaching. And the various chapters in the book provide a critical analysis of major areas in teacher education, whether it's professional development, continuous professional development, or language planning and curriculum reform. There's a wide range of titles of this or essays or chapters included in this book. I strongly recommend this handbook to all stakeholders, language policy planners, heads of education institutions, English language teachers, research scholars, and curriculum directors. Sure, I call it